an empty room is a story waiting to happen, and you're the author. Read this quote by Charlotte Moss, and I feel it totally makes sense in today's story of the living room. A tour of the living room does not cover the dreams, memories, efforts, and stories that are behind this room. Nevertheless, I will try my best to present it to you all today. The tour of the living room that was decorated and designed after a lot of thinking and discussing. I'd love to know what is your story behind your home.
An image from a dream kept me up all night.
Well, before the house was taken possession of and the designs were set in place, the idea of the brick wall had taken birth in our minds.
Under moonlit skies, we're trying to count the stars.
After completing the wall, leaving it bare was one option, and to be honest, it looks beautiful as it is. But for a change and over a period of time, we decided to adorn it with some beauties. Baskets are always our first choice, and for the quotes that you see hanging, well, those are hand painted on top of chopping boards which we bought from Banjara market. Next to this brick wall was a water pipe going, which was an eyesore. Now you would ask, why would there be a water pipe inside the living room? Wait up, you'll know why in the next segment. This was definitely an eyesore, and hiding it was the biggest challenge, doing it in a way that it blends well with the decor. So we did what you see.
And your eyes, they shine. I don't wanna wait, travel far.
Now this is the reason why we had an open pipe indoors. This section that you see was actually not a part of the living room. It was a balcony instead. The pipe shown earlier was going through the balcony, and taking the whole balcony indoors made it a challenging section. This part opens up the whole space into a larger unit, no doubt, without making it look out of the ordinary. The space from one end to the other flows seamlessly. The flooring is kept wooden on purpose. The additional sectioning done with the help of a carpet makes it into a cozy corner, providing for an additional seating space for when we like to host more people in the house.
If we leave today, will you tag along? Come on, tag along, tag along, tag along, come on, tag
along. Sometimes when you are so passionate about updoing your dream home, you start collecting things much in advance. This piece that clearly reflects our personal taste holds the center stage, I feel, even after the big sofas and other big elements being present at the same time. The gorgeous color and the reflective mirror do a great job of adding some character and style to this nook of the living room.
Red wine in your bed.
This gorgeousness was found by us in one of the export exhibition held in our vicinity.
Always so discreet on 14 Washburn Street.
The original design of this house had this room as the living room with an attached balcony, of course. With little to no major changes in the architecture of this area, we mainly added some elements of decor around this gigantic sofa that was intentionally purchased to fit the size of this space. We held on to some old but close to heart pieces, this painting being one of them. Originally bought and painted in Rajasthan, this is a love forever.
Like home. You showed how you were mine.
The coffee table hand-picked in Kashmir 30 odd years ago. Added a stone top to it instead of the traditional glass that it came with. By the way, the legs are still wobbly and I wonder how it is taking that much weight. Life goes on, you see.
So you're the fire, you're the flare, you're the...
After a nice trip, we come home with a lot of experiences gained and some souvenirs that help us keep those memories fresh in our hearts. This cutie up above hung on the ceiling was one such piece. This room holds it all.
You're the song inside my head, and I will taste every...
The space was open and big, but there was still a need of defining it in a way that doesn't require doors and walls. This divider that you see was a result of that and also the result of my mom's wish. A wish that she had in her mind for a long time. And my father, well, he made sure that he got this made for her from anywhere possible. True love, isn't it?
You're the flare, you're the song inside my head.
Life in any room in the form of plants is much needed. Real plants are the best way to bring any space alive. There is a detailed tour of my mini indoor garden on my channel. I would love for you to have a look whenever possible.
Pick me up and say, come on, pick me up now.
Another reason why this space seems bigger than it actually is this half-broken wall turned into a decorative shelf. This wall was a barrier between the two rooms. It now holds some decorative items that keep changing from time to time. A room should look as beautiful or even better no matter what the time of the day is. There was a movie in Bengali named Sonar Kella by Satyajit Ray. The fort was called Sonar, that means gold, not because it was made of gold, but because the yellow limestone it was made of reflected the sunlight, looking golden in color. Sun can do wonders to any place, you know. This part of the house is my Sonar Kella, and the reason why we bought this house in the first place.
My best friend God sent my own good fortune. You know you are my double flame whisper, my soulmate sister. You know you are. And I see you, you see me. Same mother, different dads, but we're just as happy. Remember when you